Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. Today I wanted to take the time to talk about all the most recent Legion Remix hotfixes that we have seen and that we are getting here. The server is down right now and will come up hopefully around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Phase 2 of Legion Remix, but I can't wait to get after it and see it all. But they did drop some hotfixes last night pretty late, as well as we have quite a few that you may not know of from last week, so I want to cover those and the newest ones and get into it. So without further ado, let's dive right into it and I'll see you then. So here are the hotfixes from the 15th. The damage and healer specializations gain 20% damage and healing from all artifact. So this is just a straight up 20% increase. The biggest thing I like, to me, once again, this isn't really what's causing the full tank meta to occur. It's the fact that, like, after a 25 or higher key, you just get one shot. Like, DPS just instantly evaporate and get obliterated. It could have been when I was doing it, their stamina was low or something like that, but it really just felt odd and they were getting killed, so it really sucks. Then Call of the Legion had its internal flares melee damage increase, internal flares infernal leap increased, and internal soul stealers damage increase. So the final one of Call of the Legion, the Fell Tree, got a buff. Fell Tree is the most popular one because of Fell Spike being insanely OP with scaling. Then Navarron's Everdisc, catching the disc now increases the damage of subsequent throws by 50% per catch was 30. Light's Visions increases damage by 50% and increased healing by 20%, so that's a huge buff for the light side of things. Vindicator's Judgment increased by 50% and increased healing by 20%. Then High Mountain Fortitude got a rework. The percentage of damage converted into Fortitude has been increased to 10% at rank 1 was 5%, and 15% at rank 3 was 11%, and each rank above or at rank 4 providing an additional 3%. So that's really good when you're pushing really high keys, and if you wanted to go the nature side of things, it is a very good thing to stack, and can be very useful if you find yourself dying because you're pushing really, really high keys. Then they fixed an issue causing the Legion to invade from multiple other timelines. Finding them on one timeline is enough. So that was bleeding in. Like, when you open the map, you would see Suramar, and you would see, oh, Legion invasion. That doesn't occur until, I believe, the Argus patch. So, I think Phase 3 or Phase 4, we will see that. But, yeah, really cool that they fixed that. Completed emissary quest will now show the turn-in location on the map. That is awesome. I was straight up operating off of memory trying to find them, but really cool to see that. And then Death Knights can now access an infinitely mysterious portal next to Darien High Lord Mograine to return to the Scarlet Monastery during their 3rd chapter of their Order Hall campaign. So that's really good because portals like that are pretty tough. But those were the fixes from last week. Then we have additional ones from the 16th. Keystone Hero achievements have been re-enabled. Time Runners can earn these account-wide achievements along with their respective teleport spells. I really don't know what that does, honestly. I think it lets you teleport to those locations similar to the challenge mode dungeons, if I had to guess, but I don't really know. Added substantial bonus XP to the first per day random time walking dungeon and normal heroic, so that on top of the epic chest you also get those. So if you're leveling a character, it's very worth doing a normal and heroic every day. They fixed an issue that prevented Helia from returning to her platform on the Trial of Valor raid. I never really encountered that. Fixed an issue with Make Haste Not Waste. It could fail and not give you rewards. Reduced the amount of damage by Dark Calling by the Devouring Darkness creature in High Mountain. Fixed an issue where some remix armor pieces could lose durability. The Infinites have now been blessed, these pieces, to be infinitely endurable, so they will not be broken. So that's good. I didn't encounter any of that, but pretty good. Fixed an issue causing Demon Hunters, Time Runners to unable to progress demons among them. Very odd. I did pretty much every quest possible, and I did not have any issues with my Demon Hunter, so that's good to know. Then the portal and Dalaran will assist Ret, Paladin, Time Runners in returning to Playgrounds for their artifact acquisition questline. So I went there and got Ashbringer, and I had no issues, but I guess if you needed to go back or something failed, really good stuff. Now we have the most current hotfixes that I want to go to and talk about. These dropped late last night, and so they removed the chance that Doomguard challengers from Time Warped Obelisks spawn with a very lethal set of abilities. So it was like the fell fire that went on the ground would kill everyone and instantly incinerate you, which is really, really good, because that was really obnoxious. If multiple people were spawning them, you would just touch the floor and evaporate. Grandmaster Jarkus will no longer sell the Fel Druid Scorn Wing idol if you have one or know the Scorn Wing form. So that was the Druid mount bug that I talked about the other day. Love to see that fixed. And the form can now carry other players as well, so really, really good to see that. Fixed an issue where Tharas's drawers could not be completed under specific circumstances. I was able to complete that personally. Fixed an issue where Lord Ami was appearing after completing a time-worn Keystone dungeon. Fixed an issue where some time-worn Keystone affixes were spawning twice in Maw of Souls. Nightmare Ickers in the Ilgalith Heart of Corruption counter will remain unkillable until they cast Nightmare Explosion within the range of the eye. That is probably the best change we could have gotten. When you're doing Emerald Nightmare and you're 740 and your power is really, really high, it doesn't matter if it's mythic, normal, heroic, you instantly kill them, and I literally had to type raid warning, tell people to stop, because it was getting really, really bad. Fixed an issue causing Eye of Greed to be permanently imprisoned. Fixed an issue in rare cases where fragmented memento of epic challenges could disappear. That sucks. Postmaster will now recover fragmented mementos of epic challenges. Fixed an issue where starting but not finishing the Legion intro questline could prevent players from continuing their Order Hall campaign. So a lot of just overall quality of life changes that really, really help people be able to do Legion Remix in its totality. These are really good changes. I don't really think that there are any other ones that come to mind. Most of these fixes cover a lot of the problems I encounter personally. I have had issues with world quests and dungeons not completing like I'll go and I'll do it, I'll kill the boss and I will kill the bonus mob, and then and then I won't get credit for the quest until I zone out and zone back in, or I leave the area and come back in. I've had that encounter with the world boss too. So if there's anything to be done with those and making world quests complete, that'd be awesome too. But that's really the only other thing that's really been vexing me personally. I can't wait for Phase 2. I can't wait to get into the Nighthold. Can't wait to do the new campaign. And I can't wait to do the Karazhan Mega Dungeon. As a primary classic player, you know, we always need our fix of Karazhan, because you can never, ever have too much Karazhan in your life. But anyway, guys, I truly hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, anything you'd like to add, definitely drop it down below, and I will do my best to talk about it. But until next time, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey, you. Yes, you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.